When it comes to planning your Walt Disney World vacation, one of the more important things to get squared away is your FastPass Plus selections. FastPass can be the difference between getting to ride your favorite attraction in no time flat or waiting it out in the standby line. How do you know which attractions you should grab quickly and which ones to avoid? We've come up with our top FastPass picks for each park and the attractions you should probably not bother with. Stick around. What's crackin', everyone? Margot Jordan here with AllEars TV, your go-to source for all things Disney trips. In this episode, we're breaking down the best and worst uses of your Walt Disney World FastPass. But first, the basics. Before we get started, here's a quick rundown of how FastPass Plus works. Anyone with a theme park ticket, not just resort guests, can select 3 FastPass Plus attractions and/or entertainment experiences per day in the same park through the My Disney Experience website and mobile app. While you are limited to 3 FastPass reservations made in advance, you can add more FastPasses at any park after the first 3 have been used up. If you're staying at a Disney World Resort hotel, you make your FastPass selections up to 60 days in advance. Off-site guests, day guests, and pass holders can schedule FastPass Plus times 30 days in advance. Disney's FastPass Plus service is included with theme park admission, so don't be afraid to use it. There were a few attractions that were fighting for this spot, but Seven Dwarfs Mine Train gets our top pick to FastPass at Magic Kingdom because you will almost always be facing down a long standby line. This is definitely one of the most popular attractions at the Magic Kingdom, and there will usually be a mad dash in the mornings to get to it. Depending on how big your kiddos are, this can be a fun coaster that the whole family can enjoy. Coming in close second was Peter Pan's Flight, with wait times that easily creep over the hour mark daily. The only reason Seven Dwarfs barely beats it out is because of Peter Pan's themed and interactive standby queue that is totally worth checking out and makes the wait time go a lot faster. While we adore Mickey's PhilharMagic, there is pretty much no reason to use FastPass on this show. For one, we almost never see this line get backed up to the point that FastPass is necessary. Secondly, it may not be as thrilling of an experience for some members of your group. You can still watch Donald bumble his way through Be Our Guest and Part of Your World. Just save your FastPass, trust us. Now for a brief best and worst intermission while we explain the tiered FastPass system that the other 3 parks have. Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom all lock some of the more popular attractions inside Tier 1, and you can only select one of the Tier 1 attractions in your initial 3 FastPasses for each day. These tend to be the newest and most popular attractions. Everything else will be in Tier 2, and you can pick 2 from that group. Okay, back to business. Epcot has 3 attractions, all vying for your Tier 1 pick. If you're a fan of Frozen, definitely make Frozen Ever After your top pick. Otherwise, Soarin' and Test Track can garner some pretty brutal wait times, so this one comes down to preference. High-speed thrills or multi-sensory flight experience. The one thing that might tip this in Soarin's favor is Test Track does have a single rider line that you can use if you're not too beat up about being separated from your group. Either way you slice this, we suggest picking up a FastPass for one and then rope dropping the other. The worst FastPass use at Epcot goes to Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival. This theater can hold a lot of people and generally isn't as exciting as the other attractions in Epcot. For the most part, you'll only need to wait for the previous show to let out to head on into the theater. The majority of the shorts can be watched on Disney Plus to boot, so it's probably better to save your time and use your FastPass on something else. Right now may be a good time for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run and Slinky Dog Dash to take your Tier 1 FastPass. But come March 4th, we have a feeling that things are going to shift over to the House of Mouse. The highly anticipated Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will be opening as a Tier 1 attraction. And if it's anything like the other new attraction openings, this ride is going to be busy. If you're traveling with little kids, it's worth noting that this is only one of 2 attractions in all of Hollywood Studios that doesn't have a height requirement. You can make FastPass Plus reservations for this attraction right now, so grab them while you still can. We don't suggest using your prized fast passes on any of the shows. The majority of the Tier 2 attractions used to be shows. That's changed now that Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, and Toy Story Mania have all been added back into the mix. It makes more sense to pick your last 2 selections from those rides instead of the shows. Most of the shows have a large capacity, and just like Pixar shorts, you will likely only have to wait until the previous show lets out. You'll want to keep an eye on the times guide though, as many of the live action shows hold their last performance earlier in the day. Animal Kingdom has some pretty awesome attractions, but by far the best use of your FastPass is for Avatar Flight of Passage. This is not only one of the most popular attractions in Animal Kingdom, but all of Walt Disney World to grab a FastPass for. It's not uncommon for this ride to have a 2-hour or even 3-hour wait time. The ride itself is incredible and will actually make you feel like you're flying through Pandora on a Banshee. If you want to increase your odds of snagging this FastPass, we suggest you put your visit to Animal Kingdom off until later in your vacation if you're staying at a Disney World Resort hotel. When your 60-day FastPass window opens up, you can book for up to 10 days of your vacation, so you might have better odds working backwards from your departure day. And finally, the worst use of your FastPass at Animal Kingdom goes to Up, a Great Bird Adventure. It's not really fair to the show that it's in the same park as one of the most popular attractions at the resort. The show might be a fun way to learn about different kinds of birds and their behaviors, but like the other shows on the list, it's just not necessary to use a FastPass here. The amphitheater has plenty of seating, and you can just walk right on in. What do you think of our picks? Let us know in the comments below. If you need more FastPass Plus tips, we've got a whole how-to video you can use to plan your next magical Disney World vacation. Be sure to like this video and subscribe before you head out. I'm Margot Jordan, and thank you for watching All Ears TV. Bye!